Remember how I told you about some, what I think, interesting procurement from DEECA? Well, let me tell you this. In 2019, DEECA asked from eWater, Microburst, and Organic Engineering to provide a tender for the development of the new store. That's what I gathered. In August 2020, it appears that nobody complained, there was no problem, and some bids were submitted, which may have come as too expensive. In August 2021, DEECA tried to engage eWater to create the new Storm tool without looking at Storm Updated. It appears that the bid from eWater, or the price from eWater, came too high. So in November 2021, October-November, DEECA, without any apparent complaint from Microburst, went out to search who owns the IP for the original Storm tool. Now, in 2019, owning the IP wasn't an issue. The people who DEECA thinks own the IP didn't complain. In 2021 August, owning the IP wasn't an issue. The people who DEECA thinks owning the IP didn't complain. Own the IP didn't complain. And then suddenly in November 2021, DEECA decided, we think these people at Microburst own the IP, so we're just going to give them the contract without a tender. Now, I wonder, why wasn't there a tender? Why was Microburst didn't raise this issue in 2019? Why didn't DEECA raise the issue in 2019? Why wasn't this an issue in August 2021? And why suddenly they decided to allocate the project without a tender based on, oh, they own the IP? I honestly don't even know what IP they're talking about. I struggle, as a specialist, I struggle to think what IP they talk about. And they did that, allocating this contract in November 2021. I have receipts. So here's the receipts. We did go to market for the tool upgrade in 2019, or a new tool. Original procurement, unknown, but new procurement, Microburst, Organica, eWater, all re-invited, quote, information re-invited to quote on essential functions only. August 2021, request from quote from eWater, quote requested from eWater. And check this out. If we follow the process, we would not be required to complete the standard Dell procurement process if they followed the process from eWater. Accordingly, we have recently issued an RFQ to eWater for the development of a stormwater compliance tool, and their response bid is due next week. Just wanted to check with you on what might be some options open to us if the assessment of the above RFQ results in a decision not to proceed to contract. So, we asked eWater to create a new tool, but if unfortunately we can't really pay for it, or it comes too expensive or something, what can we do to get a procurement? Are we able to simply go back to the software developer who initially developed Storm and seek a quote to upgrade it? I must tell you, as a software engineering developer and a stormwater professional, that's not an upgrade. That's a completely new tool. There's no upgrade in it. It does not look like anything is reused, so that's not an upgrade. It's a new tool. So then they kept on trying to see how they can get away, by the looks of it, with not doing a tender, and kept on asking and figured out, tried to find out and came up with the idea that the IP ownership lies with Microburst. What IP? I have no idea. Doesn't appear Microburst complained about IP. Doesn't appear anybody complained about IP. Nobody even knows what IP they're referring to in terms of how far, as far as I know. What IP, DEECA? It appears to me you tried as hard as you can to, one, not see Storm Updated that existed in August 2021, existed for, in November, actually when you allocated, it existed for almost a year. You tried not to see it. You were offered Storm Updated for free, and you tried not to engage with it at all, and you did your best to avoid a competitive tender, just so you can give it directly to someone. Interesting. DEECA, what do you have to say? It's now 58, 59 days since I've asked you first, and you provided no answer.